Hi everyone. Did you know that you can maintain your cardiovascular health without ever even running or walking? Now, this is an amazing piece of information for you to know, especially when you're dealing with some type of limited mobility due to MS, fibromyalgia, or some other similar condition. So, in this week's video, we're going to show you how to get your cardiovascular exercise in by guiding you through a steady pace push-up. And don't worry, if you don't want to or can't get onto the ground to perform this exercise, I'm going to show you how to modify it so you can start where you currently are and end up where you want to be with your cardiovascular and your upper body strength. This steady pace push-up targets multiple muscle groups all at one time so you can get up and have much greater strength in that upper body. In addition, you're gonna notice that your heart rate will greatly increase while performing this exercise. It's great cardiovascular exercise, okay? That is a really good thing. Don't run away from this challenge once you feel it pumping, okay? Run to it, knowing that at the end of the day, that's what exercise is. Another thing that I really love about this exercise is that it is functional. And what I mean by that is, if you're having trouble getting up out of bed or getting up off of the ground, this is an exercise that's going to directly help you with those types of movements. So you want this exercise in your routine. Now, with that being said, I want you to go ahead and turn on your fan so you can stay cool during this. Grab a cold bottle of water and join me for the steady pace push-up so we can get your heart pumping and increase your upper body strength. Hey y'all, welcome back to the MS Workouts YouTube channel. I am Jeff Gott, exercise physiologist at msworkouts.com. We work with individuals who have limited mobility to gain strength. So if you have multiple sclerosis, fibromyalgia, or any other type of limiting disease, then we are the channel for you if you want to gain strength, which I know you do. Make sure you turn on the notifications, subscribe, right, so that you can make sure you get all of the new content when we pump it out. Hit that like button as well. And before we get started today, go ahead and download an exercise progress journal that we have provided for you. It's super important after the exercise for you to write down your results. Now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into the steady pace dynamic push up. It's an exercise that's gonna help with not only your strength of your upper body, but also your cardiovascular system. Now I'm coming around this direction. Mr. Lerner is following me here, our head of production. Thank you, sir. I'm making you move a little bit. I'm going to show you a couple ways that you can execute this. A beginner, if you're not very confident about your strength yet, could start this push-up against a wall, okay? A lot of times people don't realize that they can adapt a push-up. If you can't get onto the floor, you can always do it in a standing position. So you can literally get against the wall. The further away you take your feet from the wall, the more resistance you're going to give into your hands, okay? The harder you're going to make it. Once you feel comfortable with that and you have made it through the entirety of the exercise without reaching muscle failure, which I'll talk more about here in a minute, then you can head to either a couch, a chair, a bench, a set of stairs. And basically, if you notice, what we're doing is we're just increasing the angle at which your body is executing the movement, getting closer and closer to a horizontal plane, which will end up on the floor, okay? This is gonna increase the difficulty as you continue to get stronger, which will continue to lead to giving you better results. Now, I'm going to execute it today on the actual mat, okay? So once you've mastered or you've completed the exercise set through those two planes of movement, that you can come down to the ground. Now, as I mentioned, this exercise is great for upper body strength. It's also going to kick up your cardiovascular system. There's a big misunderstanding about cardio, and a lot of times with people with limited mobility don't feel they can get their cardio because they can't go do the traditional run or jog. And in reality, whole nother video, but that can be detrimental to your joints, and it's very ineffective in truly prompting peripheral and central adaptation to your cardiovascular system. What it's really all about is actively engaging your muscles at a very high level, and you can do that in a seated position, a standing position, and a very stable, stabilized, static position is the word I'm looking for. So we're going to do that here today. Now, the goal is to reach momentary muscle failure, which means you get to the point where you cannot continue. You want to actively engage the entire exercise to make sure that your heart rate is engaging and you're creating metabolic demand in your body, okay? AKA exercising. Now, you're going to come down to your hands and knees, right? We're going to go into a steady pace of metabolic or isometric push-up, okay? I'm going to talk you through it. If you cannot get onto your wrists like this because it bothers your wrists, you can either go onto your fists, okay? This is going to get a little bit more stability in your wrist. You could also grab dumbbells if you have them, okay, in the house, or you can, get a set, which is going to allow you to take even less stress to the wrist, okay? The most important thing is that you're not feeling discomfort in your wrist. If you are, nix it, do one of the alternate versions, okay? Now, nose needs to be out over the fingertips. What I mean by that is nose drops off your face. Unfortunately, that would be very, very bad, but we would want it landing right above their fingertips, okay? So, gonna be here. We're gonna go into a starting position. It's gonna be a static hold. We're going no more than a total of 90 seconds, seeking momentary muscle failure. Coming all the way up. Clock is on. Now, I have a imaginary clock here. I have counted millions and millions of exercise sets, so I have it in my head. If you are a member of MS Workouts, if you don't know what that is, okay, then I should go knock, knock. Who's there? You're watching the MS Workouts YouTube channel. Jump over to msworkouts.com, then come back over here in a minute, okay? But if you are a member or you have seen our product, we have all kinds of cool graphics during the exercise set that allows you to stay on point in an audible manner and visual manner during the exercise so that you get the most out of your exercise experience. We make it easy and simple for you to get strong, okay? Now, slight bend in the elbows. You can see my heart rate's already jumping up. During the exercise, it's important to understand you want to tuck the pelvis, okay? So pelvis is over here, okay? Rear end, tuck it, right? Go slight bend in the elbows, nose over the fingertips, okay? Slight bend allows you to engage. Now, you also want to think about wrinkling the mat underneath. Actively engage, okay? Woo, breathing freely. Now, as we go past about the 45-second mark here, we're going to just cycle through those form points in our mind. Nose over fingertips, pelvis is tucked, slight bend in the elbows. If you need to execute this from your knees, that's perfectly fine, okay? Hips there. Most important thing is to challenge yourself. Now, we're getting ready to go past the 60-second mark here, which is what we call the exhaust range, the final 30 seconds. There should be a shake. There should be a rattle, a roll at this point. If you get to the point where you can no longer hold in this position, that's the successful end of the exercise. You disengage and you notate that time. Notice the heart rate is rolling. We're in what we call the final 15 seconds, okay, in that exhaust range to reach momentary muscle failure. Shake is natural. Now focus on flexing, tucking, breathing, engaging the entire time. 3 more seconds, 2 more seconds, and 1. Slowly disengaging. Woo! You should have felt heart rate up. Deep burn in the triceps, anterior delts, pectoralis major minor. Tuck of the pelvis allows you to engage your abdominals as well. As you can see, my heart rate is running right now, and it has everything to do with the fact that I was actively engaging. Yours should be too. If your heart rate's not rolling, leave a comment below, okay? So that we can get you dialed in, give you some cues to allow you to get the most out of your exercise session. As I mentioned earlier, download that PDF progress journal that's underneath. If you have any questions about how to use it, let us know. It's basically going to allow you to measure your exercise, which is a key aspect in making sure that you're getting the very most results, or best results rather, out of your exercise and cardiovascular health. Again, I'm Jeff Gott, MS Workouts. We're here to help you, okay? Meet you where you currently are and walk with you every single step along the way so that you can get where you want to be. Until the next video, I'll see you then. Our YouTube channel is a great place to start gaining strength, but if you want to get serious about reducing your symptoms and getting results, then you need to be on a weekly structured strength training program with other individuals just like you. And that's exactly what we offer at MS Workouts through our membership. Click the link in the video or below the video to learn how our membership can help you achieve your goals. And while you're on the website, make sure you sign up for the no-cost 7-day strength camp so you can experience how we can help you do the things that you love to do with more confidence. See you all next week.